mission statements since Marysville started Honda work. So, and I feel like a lot of grade levels do a mission statement, like who we are, what we want to accomplish, how we're going to do it, and why we're doing it. So we felt like that was kind of a shared vision as a mission statement, so don't think of it anything new. And then this one is in the book Amplify, and we loved it. It's a great book, by the way. We're a community of thinkers and learners to do our best. We listen carefully, collaborate, respect everyone, work hard, and have fun. We understand everyone makes mistakes. We stand up for ourselves and others. When someone says stop, we stop. This is who we are, even when no one is watching. Thought that was a great one. And wasn't sure if you wanted a mission vision statement for the building or each grade level.
Really be taken however you
I
want.
think that's I think that's kind of up to you guys. If I'm telling you that I'm taking away your opportunity to do what you think is best.
But we kind of felt like maybe there should be sort of one for the building so we all feel like we're on the same
That's okay.
path. Okay.
Well, Anna found a lot of this information.
Hey, take credit for this.
Teaching students how to collaborate. Just some like points that we found.
This is from an Edutopia article.
Nice job. Good work.
First, you need to establish group agreement. So decide as a group what's the goal of your group. Teach to listen, pause and think, and then paraphrase what you heard. So instead of just like looking at somebody, like actually let them know that you're listening by kind of repeating back or paraphrasing what they said. Teaching the art of asking good questions, so open-ended questions that really make you think and putting ideas out on the table. Assuming positive intentions, so teaching students to realize that everybody's going to have different opinions in your group. Nobody's out to get you, but you just have to know that before going into it. Teaching negotiation. So that's talking about how in a collaborative setting everyone should have an equal role. So we kind of found the example of, for example, giving a group of students like a test challenge, like telling them to plan a birthday party or do something simple like that, and then discuss how everyone had an equal role in that discussion, and if they didn't each have an equal role in that discussion, maybe encouraging them to talk about, well, how could we have changed that? What could you have done differently so that you all had an equal role in that conversation or that activity? And then it got cut off, but really, the rest of it just said to just continue to practice and model what effective collaboration looks like throughout the year. Teamwork makes the dream.
But to be intentional about teaching them, not just expecting them to collaborate and then not ever going,
Because there's always the one kid that
Yeah.
takes over and the one kid that sits there and doesn't say anything. So try and get everybody's voice.
And it's something that they constantly need reiterated. Like even when we get to fourth grade and they've had a lot of that, they still need to practice and model and know that everyone needs to have a role.
Do you see the difference in, and guilty and I'm not, now that I know better, do you see the difference between that and assigning roles to kids in groups? When we do cooperative learning, a lot of times teachers spend a lot of time, and again, back to the cute clipboard stuff, you're the recorder and you're the materials person or the scrapper or whatever it is, right? I'm not saying those aren't important, but it's really the thinking that you want to have happen as a result of that collaboration that is the shift. So it is not a yes but, it's a yes and. It's a yes and. Heather, are you saving these on the desktop? Did you save that one on this PowerPoint on the desktop?
And then this one, cultivate trust amongst teachers. Don't be married to ideas, kind of like you're saying, you're not married to this. It's not, apply the KISS principle. It's simple, stupid. Sometimes teachers try to make things too hard.
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, play test often. Try it out. Try it. If it doesn't work, go back, kind of like the design circle. You try it.
Check and adjust.
If it doesn't work, fix it. Know when to scale back. I have a problem of going too big. And
Too
then
many side dishes at Thanksgiving, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, too big, and then I need to rein it in. So remember to
Are you
seal
a
that.
squiggle, Courtney?
Oh, I'm a
That's
squiggle.
squiggles. She just described you.
And
Add that to your
involve
learner profile.
students from the beginning. So tell the students what we're doing. Talk about it with the students. This year's gonna look different, guys. We're gonna try new things. This is not gonna be what you think it's gonna look like, you know. And tell them, I always tell my kids, we might fail and that's okay. This might totally not work, whatever we're trying, and that's okay. We'll adjust and do something else. Use what's around you, meaning the people, and build on strengths and interests. Some people are really good with art. I am not.
Yet.
Never. Yet.
Good.
Ever.
Good, yeah. So I love what you said, to be transparent with the kids, the shift in our school to student-centered learning, personalized learning, what that looks like, building on. Not to give yourself grief or cause, like, well, what have you been doing? Weren't you, adding to. Love that.
I will say too that I think that goes along with the problems that we've been experiencing in the higher grades with like the rich math tasks, because lots of times it's not their mathematical ability at all. It's to get the task done. It's their collaborative ability.
Yes,
or
it
lack
is.
of.
Yes, it is.
And and sometimes now after teaching third grade, we think like, well, they must not be able to collaborate in kindergarten, first and second, because in third they're not.
Clearly they can't do it here.
But after I taught kindergarten, I taught second, I think, no, we had them in stations all the time, but being in stations doesn't mean, like, just because they're in a group doesn't mean that they're taught to work collaboratively.
Yes.
And I think as a younger teacher, you think, well, they're in groups all the time, but I think they kind of need to be explicitly taught, like, how, just like what you're saying, because by the time they get to third and fourth, they're so.
No kind of about it. You were spot on. I love it.
I think there's something developmental that happens around second and third grade
for sure.
too, because like, I know like at the beginning of second grade, they're all about me, but like I feel like through second grade, they start to develop the relationships more like peer relationships, and then those conflicts start to happen like halfway through second grade.
Yeah. And I think having a timekeeper and a materials manager and things, I think that's great to have, especially teach them when they're young, because then by the time they get older, somebody will say like, well, we got to make sure that we get this done,
Yes.
without saying you need to be the timekeeper. They start to intrinsically just
You
do
take off
that.
the training wheels.
Yeah.
These are just some, like, I guess more visual things that you could use, acronyms.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I love that. We heard forks at early college, didn't we? About there from Maya. Yeah.
This is a video that we found.
Look at how you're helping us access information with pictures and visuals and videos. Oh my.
My name is Lauren, and I'm a student in Henry County Schools. My school is so cool. It is not like other schools. I work on real-world projects, work that matters. I get to use my computer to help me get work done, and I get more time with my teachers in small groups.
I'm Darius, and I love my school because I get to show teachers what I already know and keep on moving. I really hate sitting around listening to stuff I already know and waiting on other kids. If I ever get stuck, I have the flexibility to get help when I need it. My teachers call it personalized learning.
This year, my students are working at different paces and in different ways. As a teacher, it's exciting to see them so engaged in schoolwork. I can create small groups that provide individual help on each student's biggest challenges. I can even accelerate students who are ready to move on, while providing more opportunities for students who need longer, more individualized attention without worrying about lesson plans. I actually have more time to do what I do best. make sure the kids are learning.
You know, as a parent, I can't believe how active my son is in school. I've never seen anything like it. He takes responsibility for his work, and he's proud of what he creates. He gets the same satisfaction in school that I do completing a big project at work. With the learning profile and parent portal, I know more about him in school than I ever did. I really love where this is headed.
Personalized learning is awesome. I'm learning so much great stuff in school, like how to design and experiment. The cool thing is that we actually get to solve real-world problems with those experiments. I get to do group work when it helps and move at my own pace when it helps. I feel like I am in control of my learning.
I'm great at writing, so this year I have a blog where I lead discussions about protecting the environment. My teacher even gave me an A for it. It's great to get school credit for creating stuff I care about. I always know what I have to do to move on.
Teaching in Henry County makes me proud of our schools and our students. We have a community of learners and creators who are equipped with the skills they need to be ready for challenging colleges and careers in the 21st century. I can't wait to watch them change the world.
And you found that. You taught that so much better than I could have. Oh my God.
Good job, Triangle.
What a good start.